All right, guys, I'm Steve, and we're going to talk a little bit about the class experience here at BFT. So specifically, we've got 14 different class types, right? Some will have a little bit more of a strength feel to them. Some will have a little bit more of a cardio feel to them. As you can see here, we've got a ton of toys. If we had a class that had a little bit more of a cardio feel to it, take Cardio U, for example, a lot of the strength training equipment would be stored away that day, and you might find several of the bikes out, the S-Drive treadmills, ski ergs, rowers. You'd be working on equipment like that. And on another day that had a little bit more of a strength feel to it, like strength or power, a lot of the cardio stuff might be put away, and you'd see the kettlebells out, barbells, trap bars like this. So from day to day, from exercise to exercise, you're gonna find that the equipment is gonna be really different depending on what the workout is for that day. One of the unique features with class at BFT is you're gonna have multiple coaches in class, right? We have a ratio that we follow. And the reason we want more coaches there is there's just more complexity when we get into some of those strength training movements. We wanna make sure there's enough people there to help you out. Each class is gonna be somewhere between 52 and 57 minutes, but from a timeline standpoint, you got a few sections of class. We're gonna take a few minutes at the beginning of each class. We call that time talk time. That's where the coach is gonna kind of explain everything that's gonna happen in class, all the good stuff, sets, reps, what the rest time is, all of that. We'll take 4 or 5 minutes, take you through a warm-up, then the good stuff happens, right? You're gonna have 42 to 45 minutes of actual workout time, and then another 4 or 5 minutes of a cool down as well. So all in, you're about 55 minutes or so door to door. So you got talk time, warm up, you got the workout, the cool down, then we high five and go home. All of our programming is written in these 8-week cycles. The 8 weeks flow in a progressive manner. They're written that way on purpose. There's an overall larger intention in the 8 weeks. It's not just a collection of workouts for 8 weeks. What we're doing in weeks 1 and 2 have a heavy influence on what we want to be doing in 4 and 5 and 7 and 8. All right, so one of the things you'll notice here at BFT, each week's programming, we want to challenge 3 things. 1, we want to challenge all 3 energy systems. 2, we want to challenge all 3 muscle fiber types. And we know life happens in all 3 planes of motion, so we want to train in all 3 planes of motion too. So at BFT, we believe in science and technology. So we're going to create several opportunities throughout the year to test and retest your progress, right? Sometimes that's going to be tied to things like body composition, lean body mass, and things like that. And other times it will be testing and retesting around your actual 5-rep maxes on certain movements, right? Group strength training, we want to test on that strength training so you can prove to yourself that you're making progress inside and outside the studio. In each class, you're going to have your BFT heart rate monitor on. We call it BFT cubed. The great thing about having that heart rate monitor on is your intensity and effort data is displayed real time on the screens. Every session in our library, prior to it going into a programming cycle, we will test that session with a group of members and coaches. The reason we test it is so that we can assign what we call a PXI target to that workout. PXI stands for performance times intensity, and essentially that's our way of saying, hey, if you followed the prescribed intensity and effort at each exercise for that day, you would end up with X number of points. And based on that target, we'll incentivize that with medals, right? We'll medal the members for as close as they finished to that PXI target. Due to our programming, another unique thing that you'll find is the BFT member attendance is twice what it is at many places out there, but that is primarily because not only the unique community that we create, but the way that our programming is written is you're gonna have your high intensity cardio days, you're gonna have your heavy strength days, you're gonna have your balance days. You don't need 2 or 3 other memberships to get everything you're gonna need in your fitness program. You can get it right here. If you haven't experienced a BFT class yet, find one near you, get here as soon as you can, and transform your training.